Welcome to my channel. I'm Robin Clevett and I have got something quite exciting to me. I'm a lover of all things timber and for many years plywoods and sheet materials. Now, since we've had troubles around the world, some plywoods, birch ply in particular, have become scarce and really expensive. And as the price of all other materials, sawn timbers, are coming down gradually, which is great, plywood, in the case of birch ply, is pretty scarce and it's also hard to get hold of. But I think I might have the perfect alternative. I'm super excited about it. I've gone and picked a load up. I'll just show you what I've got. Here is the material. It's a poplar faced ply. So it's not birch, it's poplar, but it's really consistent. I've got some different sizes here. I've got 15 mil, I've got some 18 mil and some 25 mil, and we've just unloaded a load of 6. Now, we've got a really nice job we're gonna make with this. This video is about what we're gonna be doing, and later on down the line, we'll be actually doing a video of actually making it. So come and see exactly what we're doing. So one of the very last jobs I have to do in my garden room project is a feature wall. Now this wall is a slat wall. Now this is becoming really fashionable and you see it all over Instagram and all over YouTube, people doing walls made out of thin strips of timber. Sometimes you buy them in a sheet, but I didn't really want something which was stereotypical. I wanted to do it my way, which is, I'm a passionate carpenter, so there's no way I'm gonna buy lots of panels pre-done and just butt them together. And also I've got the flexibility of making a really unique job of it. So I've set myself up out here. In fact, Eddie and I have been out here and we've started doing a mock-up of exactly what we're going to be doing. I've got a whole load of 6 mil here and the 6 mil forms the backing board. Okay, so we'll go over the walls with the 6 mil. Then we're going to use the 15 mil. We're going to machine that down to 50 mil strips. We're going to keep them 15 millimeters apart, which is, we've worked out, actually looks beautiful with the thickness. You've got this lovely equal square between everything. And we're also making a screen, which is going to be like a partition, a privacy screen between two areas. Come inside and I'll show you exactly what we're doing. So we're fully decorated and we have got all of the final bits and pieces of joinery that we sort of manufactured at Cutrights, in fact. And I've been to the mill and I've bought some sawn timber, so we've got sort of like shelving units over there, sort of like a storage at the bottom, and then we've got some really nice cedar of Lebanon live edge timber shelves that we've made. In fact, Ed's just put all that lot together today. It's an absolutely sterling job. So here is a mock-up of the screen. Now this one is only 10 millimeters apart. So we tried it at 10 millimeters and then we've decided that we're looking better at 15. So we've got the thickness by the width. It also gives it a little bit more interest, I think, than having a deeper, the narrower groove, if you like. So I want to keep the width of the groove and the depth of the groove exactly the same. And we're going straight back on a full sheet of poplar behind. Now, this material is called STREtek. That's the product name, okay, STREtek. And it is, as I say, a plywood, super flat, super stable, and it's got hardly any core voids. We've just ripped this whole sheet through, and a core void implies where you start getting pockets and gaps. And the manufacturers say that there's hardly any, if at all. So you can pretty much see that you've got, this is 2 thicknesses of 15 together here. You can pretty much see that it's very consistent. So what are we doing? So this wall here is going to be in its entirety cladded, apart from a large mirror which goes all the way through here. It's 2 meters wide, 1.7 meters tall, and so this will go all the way around it, all the way underneath it, and then it will come up this side. Then what we're doing is we're going to curve this into a screen. Here's a mock-up of the screen, and it's going to curve out and it's going to finish halfway on this hip rafter which is above me, okay, but it's only going to be at the height of the glulam beams. So where the glulam beam is here, that is going to be the finish height. It's going to come along and then the slats are going to go into a screen. The screen is going to be made like, Ed's just knocked this up, like small RSJ sections which give it some strength, but it also means that you can see through. And that's going to be radiusing round to the middle here, and then just behind it there's going to be another one from the center radiusing back, and then it starts and the cladding will come along this wall here, so it will just curve in towards where this skirting is, and it's going to travel over and completely hide the door. So the door I've got made and it's been finished on the inside, if you like, so it's all painted, and I've used some hinges here which are like a sauce hinge. They're a concealed hinge which enabled me to hang the door on the wrong side of the frame. So you can see where the hinge recess is here. It enables the door to be flush here and open inwards. So we've not painted, so when the door's open, we've not painted that part of the frame, so it just looks like exactly the same as the STREtek. Then all the slats will go over the door. There'll be a hairline cut through at some point, and the last slat will form a rebate for the door to come against. So when the door's shut, it's just a seamless slat which finishes again at this point here. And then there's a different wall covering on this wall going back to there. So you've got this really nice hidden door which forms the little sort of changing area and bathroom. So that's what we're going to be doing. Make sure you look out for this video because we're going to take you through how we do it, sort of rip everything down, put it all together, and it's super simple as well. This isn't a complicated carpentry job. Yes, the radiuses are mathematical, and if you've been watching this series and you saw the fact that we've done underfloor heating, wet underfloor heating, you may be thinking, how are you going to fix the screens? Well, when we set it out, I used a sheet of Corex and I made a template. Now this template is the same one, obviously, and this represents the screens, okay? So if I lay this out here, and I'll just roughly put it into position. Let me just move this mock-up screen. So that will set in there, something like this. Now, this is the centre line of the hip that's above me here, lasered in. And this radius here represents the front face of those slats on that wall. This radius here represents the slats that are coming from the door and going around. So basically means that you get light going through into this kind of rest area, and the slats will be continuing round something like that. That'll be the last one, and the last one we'll put a solid side on it there. So they'll curve round, and you can just sort of walk from the shower room into that room there. So it's going to look absolutely amazing. It's something that I've been looking forward to making for ages. So there you go. That's what we're going to be doing. Keep tuned. Thanks to everyone who watches my channel. If you're not a subscriber, maybe subscribe. The name of the material that we're using solely for all of this again is STREtek, and I'll put some links in the description. But make sure you keep tuned for the rest of this project.